Hello and what is up, YouTube? It is I, your bearded, balding buddy here with some info about Path of Exile 2. So we just got this info from Grinding Gear Games regarding the upcoming Gamescom event in August in Cologne, Germany. No, it is not pronounced Cologne. Learned that through all of my years in undergraduate studies of history. But anyway, upcoming in August, there is going to be a booth that is going to have a playable Path of Exile 2 event there at Gamescom. So there's a lot of thoughts that are percolating about what this could mean. One of them, I think, means that whatever is coming after Crucible, right? We know for a fact that ExileCon is coming up at the end of July, and whatever is coming after Crucible is getting announced at ExileCon. Probably, right? Probably whatever is getting announced is not going to be Path of Exile 2, right? Because it really wouldn't make much sense from a business perspective to use Gamescom as a way to build up interest and hype about Path of Exile 2 if it was already released, right? So I think we can just kind of put that to bed. Now, that being said, here's an argument for why that could be absolutely wrong. And like all the time, I have to tell my wife that, maybe I'm wrong on this one too. Path of Exile and Grinding Gear Games oftentimes just blows our minds and absolutely defies expectations. So it could be that they would host a booth at Gamescom for an already released version of Path of Exile 2 that was released earlier, let's say at the end of ExileCon. There's some level to my imagination that says that could be. I don't think that's what's going to happen. I think there's probably going to need to be a beta, but maybe not. Maybe a beta season doesn't make any kind of sense for a free-to-play game like Path of Exile, where we're all kind of beta testers anyway whenever we're interacting with a league in its initial release state. So it'll be really interesting to see, but I think this info gives us some solid, at least impressions and some solid reasons to think that Path of Exile 2 is going to be released sometime early 2024. I think that's the timeline that we're on. Whatever's going to come out after Crucible is probably going to take up that end of the summer, early fall window. And then there will probably be another thing that will take up that winter window. And then we'll be into January and February and March of 2024 when there's a whole bunch of games that come out during the winter months anyway throughout the world, at least in the Northern Hemisphere, for lots of people to be playing while it's the winter seasons. That seems to be a doable timetable, but I could be wrong. Anyway, feel free to leave me a comment down below. This does not mean I'm back to be doing all sorts of news and info. I hope to be, but honestly, the transition to a new state and a new job has been going really, really well, but there's a lot of things for me to be doing busy. I already tried to shoot this video once, and my 2-year-old came in screaming because somebody had taken his Spider-Man toy. Anyway, it's been great moving and living in a new area, but it's also been very, very hectic. I haven't had much time to play very many games. So anyway, leave me a comment down below. What do you think this might mean about Path of Exile 2's release timeline? I look forward to hopefully having more discussions on somewhat of a more regular basis as things calm down a bit over the summer and transition into the fall. Thanks so much for watching, and I look forward to catching you next time, and I hope the upcoming whatever it is that's after Crucible, whether it's POE 2 or another league launch, is the league or the game. A Mirror of Calandra, or whatever POE 2's equivalent drops for you. Thanks for watching that video. If you'd like more information on any of our discussion points today, you can see them down below in the video description. If you'd also like to join our Discord or support our Patreon, you can do so with the links down below. Thanks again, and big shout out to all of our Patreon supporters.